Oh, hey. What's going on? Jeremy Burke in the chat writes the following. Let's start a campaign to make this show 8 hours long. Azzo can do traffic plus weather on the ones. I can do weather on the ones right now. If you walk outside your home in Southern Ontario, you get immediate diarrhea.
For the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
S-I-C-K is the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K,
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick, sick.
You are now listening to The Sid Seixeiro Show. Powered by Sick Media, the sickest Toronto sports show. Now, here's your host, Sid.
What's up? It's Sid. Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. I forgot my name for a second. It must be the poison in the air here in Southern Ontario. I almost didn't make it in the building today, collapsing after someone fire hosed toxins down my throat. That's what it's like around here. By the way, we're live on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Thursday, July the 16th. There are people saying the air quality in the Toronto area right now is the worst it's ever been. And we had like acid rain for a while when I was a kid. There's this weird thing called acid rain. Look it up. Long story. That's when we thought the environment was like the worst it was going to get. Joke's on us. But like, I'll be honest with you. I'm a big Weather Network app guy on my phone. Huge. And there's usually 10 levels of air quality in terms of what you should be looking for. If it's a 10, it's pretty bad air quality. It's a 10 out of 10. So maybe stay indoors. Today, they went Spinal Tap. They went to 11. We're at 11 for air quality. And they don't call it like extremely dangerous. They call it you're screwed. And funny enough, today's the day here in and around our building where no cars are in the parking lot because there's no free barbecue. Yesterday, everyone plowed through to get a free barbecue here where we work in terrible atmospheric conditions. Terrible. Now, with all this going on last night, I got a text from Azzo, who's like, how do I not go to softball tonight? And then I text him, I'm like, you idiot, just don't go to softball. There's an air quality warning. And then he goes, yeah, it's true. And other guys just quit, so I'm good. Why did you care so much what your softball team thought in like these awful air conditions that we have here? I mean, for people who don't know, there's like 200 forest fires in Northern Ontario. It's a rather serious situation.
Very much.
Everything, like our situation, pales in comparison to folks in the northern part of the province. So I fully understand that, but back to Azzo softball. Why did you care at all about your teammates in that way? I wouldn't give a damn about anybody.
I don't like leaving the team hanging. Come on, one of the guys, one of them boys. Can't leave them hanging.
There's
like
nothing
that.
but bleach in the air. What are you talking about?
I stopped at that's why, because I stopped at a grocery store on my way home, and like just being outside for like 10 minutes. I have bad allergies, and I felt like I couldn't breathe properly. I was like, oh.
You do have the worst allergies.
I have really bad allergies.
Like every day of the year, Azzo sounds like he either has allergies or pneumonia.
Yeah. Or
seriously.
I'm allergic to you, maybe. I don't know. Well, but anyway, but no. I came out of
you
the
are
store.
you are allergic to great success.
Man, I'm sweating already.
Giacomo in the chat. Azzo has the spirit.
Yeah, that's right. Spirit to play. You don't want to leave the team hang. We were playing a late night, like it was the last game of the night. So I'm like, will it be better? Will it not? So I just text him, like, are we playing tonight? He's like, yep, still on, as for now. And I'm like, oh boy, I'm going to have to tell this guy I'm not going. I don't want to go.
Chris in the chat. Softball is life.
It was.
Chris in the chat. Azzo has that softball spirit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Cliffy in the chat. Hey, air quality. Take it ace. Okay.
Tell it.
We're going to make this a button very soon on the show. We're this close. Our guy, Mark, who runs the whole technical operation from Sick Media, he's going to help us out. We have what we think we have are as many as like 24 to 30 button options available to us. We'll figure this out. It's going to change the landscape of the show, and you're going to find it way more annoying. And
Is that possible?
I regret nothing. I don't know if it's possible. We'll find out together.
See, Jumega nailed it in the chat if you see his comment.
Throw it up. You got the control of it. Throw it. Azzo wanted the free post-game beers.
That's all it's about. I missed the barbecue. I won some for free yesterday, okay? That's it.
So here's the other dilemma we have today. Azzo and I are going for wings. I love patios.
Yeah.
I am debating fighting through this today.
Oh, see? Now it's okay.
To have a cold beverage and some of our favorite wings after the show. I am thinking about pushing through.
So
I know this is not a smart idea.
I know. When you open your mouth more, you're going to breathe more in while you're trying to choke down.
But there will be a wing with it.
So that makes it worth it.
Poor air quality is made better
You
by
sit outside.
wings simultaneously going in your mouth.
I'll sit inside for the Azzo show tomorrow. Don't worry.
It's going to be... I'm going to be gone so long, they're just change the sign. It's going to be the Azzo Party show.
That's it.
George in the chat. Favorite wing flavor?
So would I have had a right to not come in today, being like, I don't want to fight that outside. I'm not coming in. Or yesterday.
You would have had to punch in remotely.
Okay. That's fair.
And someone here would have had to start this up because I would have screwed this up. Someone would have had to walk me through that. Chris in the chat. How's the barbecue outside yesterday? Azzo and I did not go. But a lot of people did.
Yeah.
So they got free burgers and hot dogs and
free ice cream.
Bronchitis.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Because of the poor air quality.
Yeah.
The ice cream truck was sitting right
was
there.
back
too.
and giving out free ice cream for the barbecue.
Man. Alex in the chat. Patio coolies with Sid. Sign me up. It's way more disappointing than you think. And as we'll tell you this, we sit there, order a couple, and I just go, man, it's good to be us. And then we just kind of stare off into the sunrise or sunset, not sunrise. Beers at sunrise is a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's called alcoholism.
While we hold hands, yeah.
Yeah.
And we have our spot, which isn't exactly close to us anymore. Like from
No,
here,
it isn't.
It used to be ideal for us to meet up, but now we still go there because it's.
But I love patios so much. I'm thinking about trying to push through this.
Well, then you're going to sit outside. I'm going to sit inside.
And let's just talk to each other on FaceTime. You're inside. I'm outside. Good conversation
Michael, Azo's wearing the best shirt for Wings because it's a white shirt.
with Messi on it. By the way, go
which
wide
is
on your
far.
dumbass.
Man.
Go wide. You're controlling
That's
it.
all it says. Messi
Yeah.
there. Wait,
No.
I'm sweating.
You're wearing a
That's
Messi shirt.
I am.
You're acting like you did that on accident.
No.
And you didn't do it
course
on
not.
accident.
No. It's a goat.
You dolt
I
face.
saved my better one for Monday, but whatever.
Yeah, when Argentina wins.
Yes. They're not. They're not going to win.
Are you serious, dude?
Man, Spain's going to. Did you
They've
see
won.
what Spain did to France?
Argentina's won 3 straight tournaments.
Who'd I pick to win? Who'd the soccer guy over here pick to win?
The soccer guy.
If they win, I'm forever holding that.
Give me 4 members of the starting lineup right now for Spain. 4, and Lamine Yamal.
Why not? That counts.
Adult or as a baby doesn't
okay,
count.
move on. We got
No.
a lot to get to. We're doing 2 hours today.
We're doing
We got
2
a lot
hours.
to do.
Okay, so let's go through the schedule coming up here with Azo and I because we're winding down the World Cup. Obviously, the off seasons in hockey and basketball are what they are. The off season and actually the off season in both have kind of been interesting this week.
For real.
Not sure how long that's going to last. So, 2-hour show today on Thursday, 2-hour show tomorrow on Friday. And then Azo and I will be back in here for the post-World Cup final show, and God knows what else goes on the weekend.
Yeah.
That will be a 2-hour show next Monday. From that point on, we're going to an hour. Now, if all hell breaks loose with the Leafs or Jays or Raptors or whoever, we will adjust accordingly.
I don't know if that's in the contract. I got to double check that.
Azo, I got news for you. You don't have a contract. Joke's on him.
That's fair.
Azo's like Matthew Nyes just realizing he has no trade protection.
Oh, I was going to say, like Mitch Martin, no first entry level bonuses.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm going to be pissed about that for years.
Azo doesn't get A, B, or Q bonuses. And he's super pissed about it.
For years.
Tony Marinaro, A and B bonuses. He gets them here at Sick Media. So Monday we're doing a full show, and then as of next Tuesday, the plan is just to kind of dial down a touch. We'll be live every day. I shouldn't say that. We'll tape here or there, but we'll be here for like an hour every day.
There'll be a show every day.
And I guarantee you, if things go haywire throughout the summer with your favorite teams, we'll be here to make fun of them. Guaranteed. Because that's what we're going to do. There's not a lot of shows like this in the Toronto market, so we're going to stay here. And we're going to have fun while we do it. Speaking of fun,
And then hang on, but then when things ramp back up around September, we're going to go back to 2 hours, right? We wanted to make that clear because we had some questions in
after
the chat
Labor
asking
Day.
about that.
After Labor Day, we're going to just come back and talk NFL, and I mean, hell, NHL training camp starts like the middle of September now, maybe even a touch earlier,
Right? Yeah, exactly.
And then by October, we'll know what's going on with Kawhi Leonard.
Maybe.
Will he be a Raptor? Will he go play for Besiktas in Europe? I don't know. I don't know. Kawhi Leonard ending up at Real Madrid because his contract's voided is the most plausible scenario the more I think about it.
It's true.
I think that could happen.
Yeah.
Or not. He has Uncle Denis in Spain who's going to take care of all his business for him.
And the Clippers swear that Ballmer was a victim in all this. He just got taken advantage of, which is hilarious.
It's amazing. Steve Ballmer's dumb. He doesn't.
Even our friend Mark Spears on, I can't remember what show he was on, had to laugh after he said that. It's very funny.
Alex in the chat. An hour? That's average, boys.
Oh, no. How about this one from Murillo? An hour. That's the average Sid Stroll, in quotations. Sure. I'm not even going to get any.
But I know what they're saying. None of this is about me. They want to know if Azo now gets 10 minutes per show to talk.
Probably.
That's all that's about. It's love for you and your stupid face.
Everybody tell me they'd offer sheet me in the chat. That's why I love this chat. Thank you, guys.
What is Daniel Briere in the chat now? Daniel Briere, what an idiot. I was told he was really smart.
Oh, jeez.
S-M-A-R-D. He is so smart. Forza Ferrari in the chat. Azo can last an hour. That's not what I've heard.
Oh. Not outside in this weather.
Not with this air quality.
This air quality.
I'm really tired. It's the fumes. Well, we all have
You gotta
that.
blame it on some.
We all have that one room
Water
in our
was
house or like apartment or whatever that gets all of the smoke, right?
Yeah.
Like our laundry area is just the most diseased area in the house right now. It's wild what's going on in Southern Ontario.
Is that where you
It's
go
wild.
in and in from the garage?
What's that?
Is that where you go in and out from?
Yeah, like we have
that's
that kind
wild.
of area.
Yeah. Because I realized like some of my windows were even open a crack. I'm like, nope, shut them all.
Jeremy Burke, Azo is the legend of all insiders.
Every sport. It's true.
You should create a Twitter account called Insider Azo and just put out like Magic Johnson levels of vagueness.
Yes. Every time I see a picture.
Yeah, just or I hear there are some rumblings in hockey that there are things that might happen but might not. Insider Azo.
Predict when pods are dropping. There's a new pod dropping today.
Yeah, I predict. The pod that we are uploading right now could be up today. Chris in the chat, performance issues Azo.
Oh, whoa, hey.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa.
I was willing to go to softball. Settle down.
So there's like a commercial where like a guy has problems in bed or like maybe overweight or whatever, and you just like you download an app and you get everything prescribed. Is that basically what it is? I'm not going to mention the name of it.
No, I
but
think
it's
I
like,
know what you mean.
But you now get like a bunch of prescribed things over your app. I'm like,
yes.
That's doctors.
They have different ones.
That's doctors now.
Yeah, talk to a doctor. That's for real.
The doctor's the app.
Just dial us up on the app. Yeah, get any prescription you want. It's crazy.
Tiff in the chat, Azo Insider's handle at Ticketies.
I like that.
I like that a lot.
That's really.
You should
good.
grab at Ticketies.
should.
No, you would have to be like at Ticketies 85.
How do you
There's
know
got to
it?
be a lot of Ticketies.
Maybe your boy swiped it already. The new coach, the new manager.
Oh, George Jesus from
Maybe
Portugal.
He'd right.
Maybe.
I would trademark that in a second.
We need to get these buttons going, man.
Yeah. Okay,
I love.
Okay.
Mark is going to help us. I'm not. The heat is not on you. The heat's on Mark.
Yeah.
Because whenever our tech guy Mark gets Azo on the
but
phone, everything gets
he's not-
fixed.
He's in Montreal. I got to do it from here. Yeah, you got to be the one
Well,
who's
like,
here.
you know, you can
he's
figure
busy.
it out. So everyone in Southern Ontario, like, just be careful
Can't breathe. Yeah.
and don't play softball tonight.
Maybe tonight. When tomorrow's supposed to be back to normal.
Or if you're like me, if you're gonna do a patio, just do like 5 minutes. I'm gonna have family members texting me saying, "Are you serious?" I'm not. I'm not gonna go on the patio tonight. Just so everyone can calm down. The NHL schedules also come out here at in about 43 minutes. Okay, Azo, some predictions on the Leafs schedule that comes out. Predictions.
How do you predict that? They play every team.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
You thought Kawhi Leonard was the only one having cap circumvention issues.
Wait, what?
Have you heard this Gary Trent Jr. story
I
in the
have.
Bucks? So for those that haven't been paying attention, Gary Trent Jr. for the last 2 years signed like minimal contracts with the Bucks. And last year, he was ass. He was terrible. Former Raptor Gary Trent Jr. So short contract 2 years ago, short contract, small contract last year. And last
Wasn't it 2 1-year deals?
it was 2 1-year deals.
On like the minimum.
Yeah, and last week he signed a $64 million contract, coming off like an 8-point season.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, "Wait a second." So there wasn't a side deal between Gary Trent Jr. and the Bucks for when they had Giannis to play for no money, and now Giannis is gone, so we can get paid. Like everyone looked at that and said, "That's weird." Shams is reporting the NBA is now probing the signing. News to everyone in the NBA: players, staff, ownership. Adam Silver finally has a taste to deal with this, it looks like. You best be careful. The Raptors closet better be clean.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in there. Like, everyone has to be careful here.
People were
Everybody.
surprised Silver didn't get asked about that more the other day, yesterday or 2 days ago when he spoke.
The Gary Trent Jr. contract?
Yeah, because people were focused on the Kawhi stuff, but everybody did flag that as being super weird.
The problem with those press conferences is like that's the first time 2 days ago Adam Silver, the commissioner of the NBA, spoke publicly since basically the NBA Finals.
Right.
You don't have a lot of time with these commissioners, man.
Yeah.
So if you're going to ask a question like NBA Europe, big deal. State of the Portland Trailblazers in their arena, big deal. Expansion in Vegas, you're in Vegas, kind of a big deal. Expansion in Seattle, kind of a big deal. Kawhi, kind of a big deal. Like there are things in the queue ahead of this nobody Gary Trent Jr. But now
No, but it raised a lot of questions and made
it did.
insiders
But
talk
like,
about
but I'm
it.
just talking about the reporters in the room. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
The reporters in the room have like just so much time with this guy.
And then the
So-
answers are vague, and they want to follow up again
Yes.
on Kawhi because you got to ask 2 or 3 questions about the Kawhi situation.
Christopher in the chat, Adam Silver now likes the taste of blood. Dude,
Again, he can't.
I almost think this Gary Trent investigation bodes even more ominously for the Raptors and Kawhi. Because now it gives the appearance, and it's more than an appearance. I don't know if this Wachtell New York firm is going to look into the Gary Trent Jr. thing as well. But like, now Adam Silver wants to look proactive on cap circumvention and hiding money to players so it doesn't count against the cap. For those of you who aren't sure what we're talking about, that's what we're talking about.
And look at the different players who are involved, not just the teams, right?
You know what the most ridiculous thing about this is, Azzo?
Did Uncle Dennis represent Gary Trent Jr. too?
Uncle Dennis reps more people than we think.
maybe, right? Anyway, sorry.
And Gary Trent Jr. was like a fine Raptor. Like, I never understood like the over affinity for Gary Trent Jr. He was okay.
He used to do a weekly appearance on a station I used to work with. I wonder if that was I'm kidding.
What was he like to deal with?
No, I do a weekly hit on the like the Raptor show or whatever.
And was he good to deal with?
Yeah, as far as I heard, I never.
I thought you dealt with Gary Trent Jr.
I know he was scheduled, and he would join them from like the bus everywhere he was. But every week he would join the show, so it seems like he was really good to deal with. He lived up to it, no matter where they were.
The bus wasn't that Dennis Schroeder? I thought Dennis.
He did it too. He did it too.
Dennis Schroeder was always on that show.
Yeah. But then when he left, I think Gary Trent took that hit over.
Because Dennis Schroeder would do it from like the massage table.
Yes.
Like Dennis Schroeder was apparently an awful teammate, pain in the ass, but like a great guest.
Yeah.
Like he would always help you out as a guest. I don't know how we got there. Oh yeah, Gary Trent Jr. Yeah. So the league's investigating the $64 million contract for. Do you want to hear what Gary Trent Jr.'s stats were last season? This is funny. Let's dial this up. The beauty of doing this podcast is I have typing time. He averaged 8 points per game last season in 65 games. 65 games.
65 games.
In case he made the NBA All-Star team.
In 65 games.
Yeah, 65 games. But he made up for it with 1 rebound and 1 assist per game.
Wow.
What a player. And he had a WAR of minus 0.1. Wow. It was a weird contract.
Very.
It was a weird contract.
Well, 2 in a row, right? That were like 1 year minimum vet.
Oh my God. Gary Trent Jr. is 27.
Is he really?
Oh my God, he's finished. He's finished. Moose in the chat, $8 million per point. Nice.
It's good math.
It's such a great point.
It is so true.
That's a good agent. Matthew Nyes needs Gary Trent Jr.'s agent. Okay, so we'll keep you updated on that. I once upon a time turned off my Shams notifications. I'm never doing that again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. Because I kept getting like 10-day contract notifications with G League players, and I didn't care. So then I stopped Shams from chiming in this way. All right, listen, if you're a Raptor fan and you look at this Kawhi thing, I don't think this is great for you. The league seems to be getting more serious about this across the board.
And on players.
Potentially.
So yeah, it was a 1-year contract the first time with Milwaukee, then a 2-year contract with Milwaukee, and now a 4-year deal with Milwaukee.
Wow.
For way more.
Wow, man.
Yeah, the first one was for $2.6 million. Second one was 2 years at 7.6, basically, and then this one at 4 at 64.
You know what pisses me off about a story like this with Milwaukee and Gary Trent Jr. and the Kawhi Leonard thing? It's not like the one league. Actually, there's 2 leagues where I would excuse blatant cap circumvention: the NFL and the NHL. You know why? It's a hard cap.
Yeah.
These idiots are so cheap in the NBA. They have a soft cap, and they're allowed to go over. Now, you get taxed, and there's the second apron, and you basically can't do anything. But whatever. If you want to go a hair over, or even more than that, knock yourself out. But these guys are so cheap.
That's a great point.
They would much rather just hide the money in a soft cap world. That's soft like porridge, man. Steve Ballmer's worth $150 billion. Pay the luxury tax, you idiot. Now look at you. You're going to lose like 5 picks that you don't have. I can't wrap my head around that. I cannot wrap my head around that. If you told me the Leafs or the Rangers or the Blackhawks, well, the Blackhawks have nothing but space, but like an NHL team trying to do this is exactly what you should try and do in the NHL. Exactly. And the NBA lets you go over the cap because it's a soft cap. And teams have put themselves in complete jeopardy over this.
It's insane.
It's nuts. In the NBA, this is a crazy story. For one of the richest men in the world, and Steve Ballmer, it's a crazy story financially. Crazy. But then again, he didn't know about it.
Right. Victim.
Sheldon in the chat. Money over brains, Sid. Lucky for me, I have one of those. Okay, so anything else on this basketball thing?
No,
that caught me off guard, and I think it's significant.
If this is the league trying to take back some power from the players.
It is. Yeah.
But the team should have to be held responsible for it too, because obviously Milwaukee was in works with him for giving him those low contracts and then all of a sudden boosting it up so much. Like they told him, take a couple years at this and we'll take care of you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so the team's responsible too.
I agree. Now
it's weird.
Now again, the Shams report just now that broke is that Gary Trent Jr.'s $64 million deal with the Bucks is being looked at. Not sure if it's player specific. Not sure if it's agent specific. I can tell you it's team specific.
Yeah.
That I can tell you. But like now our owners diming out other owners here. Because not every owner's closet is clean on this cap circumvention thing.
But to your point, it's so blatant.
He
made
blatant.
2.6 last year, 3.8 for the last 2 years, and now he's making $16 million a year for averaging 8 points a game, playing 20 minutes.
He had a rebound and an assist per game on average last year. Per game. How many Raptors had more than that?
His salary jumped up by 4 times.
Like
more than 4 times. That's insane.
I'm having a hard time with this. Like, I'm very happy the NBA is doing this.
Of course. The
NBA is doing this.
Again, I heard a lot of guys like who flagged it and say, well, this didn't come up in the
If it wasn't for the Kawhi thing, this would have been the biggest story last week.
Yeah?
The Gary Trent Jr. $64 million
I tend to agree with you.
Contract after 2 straight years of no money and no stats. Okay, so the following players averaged more per game than Gary Trent Jr. last season on the Raptors, and Gary Trent Jr. just was given a $64 million contract. Sandro Mamukelashvili averaged 11 points per game. Colin Murray Boyles averaged more per game, 8.5.
Right.
A rookie.
Hold on, but in the chat, they're making good points. Mako Relax says, wait, but what are you guys freaking out about? Those are Vladdy level stats for what he's getting paid. It's true. 4 home runs for $500 million? Like, come on.
All right, so that's and the other Raptors to average more. Jakob Poeltl, who doesn't have a back,
no, he
averaged 10.
Yeah, but he didn't play in as many games.
He played in 46.
Okay, well.
Started 44. RJ Barrett, more points than Gary Trent. Emmanuel Quickly, more points. Scotty Barnes, Brandon Ingram, like the usual suspects. That's crazy. Okay, we'll keep you up to date here. The NBA thing is delicious. Just delicious.
Getting started, too.
And again, the Leaf schedule comes out in like 32 minutes. There's 2 games I'm looking at, by the way. Will they put Mitch Marner playing in Toronto on a Saturday night this year, unlike last year? Because I want that on a Saturday night. It might be done for most people. Not done for me. I want someone to throw a body check on Mitch Marner. Roslovic, I don't care who it is. Someone throw a hit on Marner.
You're like Marner.
Someone.
Holding the grudge.
And do it on a Saturday night. That's the first thing. Secondly.
And not on a back-to-back.
And not on a back-to-back. Secondly, I need Bobrovsky against the Panthers at Scotiabank Arena on a Saturday night.
I agree with that one.
I want that one. This is not hard.
Radish against the Lightning? Come on.
Rogers paying $10 billion for rights. Can you give him some good, as a hockey fan, I'd like to see that. Just wake up. Jesus. Could be worse in the chat. Sid wants to see Marner cry. Not cry, just feel it. And not get like a Cabbage Patch Kid as a gift when he comes back. That was a cupcake return for him last year. Cupcake. Let's go. New era. Chaika, what do you want to do here?
He gets
Sundin, what do you want to do here?
He was almost a Conn Smythe winner. Almost won the cup. He gets
What
cheered even more.
I'm interested on what head coach Daniel Alfredson, check that, Jim Hiller wants to do when they see some of these players that have disrespected the organization.
Have spirit, man. Go after them.
Have spirit?
Have spirit.
Hit them. Have spirit.
Have spirit.
Messi almost got railroaded yesterday for Elliot Anderson of England. That's a hit.
Yeah, it's true. There were some hits in that game.
Okay, let me take a stroll here, Azo, if you don't mind.
Messi gonna Messi, though.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. There's big sporting events on TV, and there's like the real ones. Like the ESPYs last night. I've heard a few of you in the chat talk about the ESPYs. I didn't watch a second of it. I watched a replay of Argentina, England, and some summer league. Utah, Spurs. I am a degenerate that way. But like there's a difference between regular sporting events, kind of big sporting events, and then the ones that you will always remember. For example, earlier this year in Milano, gold medal game, USA Canada for men's hockey. Sunday morning, Azza was here, I was here, caffeinated up, donutted up, ready for the game. Sunday morning. Most of you were here with us too. We're live streaming, and we appreciate that. And there are some broadcasts you have to both watch and kind of be a part of if you're a broadcaster. That's one of those in this country. And I believe the final number on Canadians who watched Canada lose to the USA in the men's hockey gold medal game that Sunday morning, I believe the number was 8.7 million Canadians. It's a lot. Canada, Morocco in the World Cup didn't get that number. True story. But like that's the kind of Canadian game that draws a number. And some of those Blue Jays World Series games were pretty big too. But those are the days you kind of want to be in front of your TV, and if you're in the business, lucky enough to be a part of those broadcasts, you want to work it because it could be history. Yesterday in England was one of those, as England attempted to make their first World Cup final since 1966. First World Cup final in 60 years, as they took on Argentina in Atlanta. World Cup semifinals. And I mentioned the number for Canada-USA men's Olympic hockey gold. That was about 8.7 million Canadians watching that. Some people thought it would be more. I thought it would be more. Still a huge number for Canada. 8.7 million Canadians watched that. Yesterday at its peak, the number of people in England watching that soccer game yesterday was 24 million people. Different level. Different level. And one of the analysts on the BBC, who was a pretty good player back in his day and becoming an even better analyst, is Micah Richards. Micah Richards won a Premier League as a member of Manchester City, won an FA Cup as a member of Manchester City. Pretty good defender. Pretty good defender. Good career. England international, like he's seen a lot of things. Like he was never their best player, but a very good career, Micah Richards. As an on-air person, his personality is infectious. He has done a ton. The podcast that he does with Gary Lineker and Alan Shearer were picked up by Netflix. It's massive. As you can see here, his punditry work, his analyst work on television is second to none. He has a huge personality. His laugh is, you'll never forget it. And he does a hell of a job on Paramount Plus in the States doing Champions League with Jamie Carragher and Thierry Henry. So his star has been rising for years, Micah Richards, not just as a soccer player, but in the British media. And yesterday he was part of the panel for BBC in Atlanta. Mark Chapman was the host. Wayne Rooney was on this panel. Joe Hart, longtime goaltender in the English soccer system, was in this group. And Micah Richards was there. And it was a pretty... For England to lose that game, like things were a little somber after the game. Like the mood was obviously, I can't believe England have gotten this close again and lost. And I watched basically all the post game back. It was a typical solid Micah Richards performance in front of 24 million people in England. And the second BBC went off the air, Micah Richards put out a note on Instagram that before the broadcast started, he learned his dad died. I'll read you the first and third paragraph of the statement on Micah Richards' Instagram account. Not long before going to air today, I received the awful news that my father, Lincoln, had passed away. His death was unexpected, and he has left us all too soon. I know how much watching England World Cup games means to everyone at home, and how the experience bonds families together across generations like nothing else. I know, particularly as a proud old-school Yorkshireman, Dad would have wanted the show to go on this evening, and so it did. And the message goes on. It's not much longer than that, but it's rather heartfelt. I'm not sure if he told his colleagues on the BBC that had happened. Having watched the post game, I don't think he did. I don't think Rooney and Hart and Mark Chapman were aware. And it was an extraordinary revelation from one of the better broadcasters in any sport around the world right now. He's amazing. He's experienced. He's hilarious. Micah Richards is a very talented guy. And if you wanted to know what that game meant yesterday, that's all you need to hear for English folks. Because in that moment, he's not just a BBC analyst. He is a former English international. He is an English soccer fan. He is bleeding this like everyone else. I don't know how he did that yesterday. I have to be honest. I don't know how Micah Richards went on air minutes after hearing his dad passed. And rather suddenly, according to the statement. That's a level of shock I can't wrap my head around. But the show went on. It's something you kind of have to do. That could be history yesterday for England. You have to be part of it. And I want to start off this show by giving him immense credit for that, Micah Richards. That was something else. There was no sign of it post-game. I watched it was like 40 minutes online from the BBC. Like these BBC shows and ITV shows and Sky Sports shows in Britain are so big, they just take the post-game and post it on its own, and it gets bigger numbers in the game. No exaggeration. That's the level of profile these guys get and these women get who are doing these games. But that's how big yesterday was. 24 million people in England alone. Never mind Argentina. Never mind the global audience. That's what it meant. England could go to a World Cup final. I got to do this. Cheers to Micah Richards and his entire family. And I think, not to just isolate Richards, one of my favorite broadcasters anywhere in the world. I think a lot of people in that spot may do the same thing in a game that big. But the gravity of the moment was that big yesterday. Like that's kind of my main point here is that's what yesterday was. There's probably two examples you could put in front of a young man like Micah Richards and said, "What would you still do this? What show would you still do under those circumstances?" Yesterday was one of them. So I just wanted to tell that story off the front. Another story. There's a longtime defender in English soccer, a really smart guy, a respected guy. Who before the 2018 World Cup was given a chance to manage England, and his name is Gareth Southgate. Gareth Southgate was a solid defender, played for Middlesbrough for a long time, defensive-minded, definitely defensive-minded coach. In 2018, he took England to a World Cup semifinal where they also had the lead, and Croatia came back on him in Russia. But in 2021, he went to the final of that pandemic Euro at Wembley Stadium when Italy beat them. Went to a quarterfinal in Qatar in 2022 with England. A very good France team beat them. And they went to the finals of the Euros 2 years ago. Lost to Spain. And that kid, Lamine Yamal. Now, that's a lot of success for a manager who's English. More than I've ever seen at the international level on the men's side. Honestly. What Gareth Southgate did for England from 2018 through to 2024 was extraordinary. Now, they couldn't close the deal because it's hard. Like, it's a hard thing to do. But that's a lot of success. However, by the end of that last European Championship in Germany, again, where England got to a final led by this man, Gareth Southgate, there was a feeling in the English Soccer Federation, Football Association, there was a feeling in the media, there's probably a feeling amongst Harry Kane and some of the players that we've gotten a little too defensive here. Now, it helped England get to a point, but there were a lot of people who felt like the offensive stars of this team were being stymied at times. The style of play was not forward-thinking enough. And it was stopping England from winning tournaments because they were clearly good enough. Guys, I got news for you. You don't get to semifinals unless you're good enough to win a tournament. It's a simple equation. So by the end of the last Euro in 2024, and I believe Gareth Southgate, for all of his success, I think he realized it as well. It was time for a change. So it was really a mutual parting between the English FA and Gareth Southgate after a lot of success. A lot of success. They decided it was time to go in different directions. And Thomas Tuchel was brought in. Now, we've run a few Thomas Tuchel clips on this show, the new manager of England. And there was this feeling that Tuchel, at least in certain moments, would kind of take the reins off and let England run. And in certain games in this tournament, he has. Like Jude Bellingham's been unbelievable. Harry Kane's been unbelievable. Anthony Gordon's been very good for England. And defensively, Tuchel's done a lot of correct things. Which is kind of what made yesterday so strange against Argentina. Here you have England in the second half taking a lead in a World Cup semifinal. That's high-stakes stuff. That's, man, you take a lead in the second half of a game that big, I don't care who you are, you feel like you have wings. I don't care how tired you are from the 120 minutes in Mexico City. I don't care how tired you are from the 120 minutes against Norway in Miami. And believe me, by the end, they looked that tired, England. But momentum was clearly on someone's side yesterday in the second half in Atlanta, and it wasn't Argentina. Clearly, England can counter very well. Like, they can catch Argentina anytime they want here, it looks like, especially if they start to press Argentina, which they were going to have to. Like, the recipe seemed prime for England. There wasn't that much time left in the game. Like, Argentina were going to panic here a little. Now, we've seen Argentina come back when panicking and win games against Egypt and maybe a little against Cabo Verde. But this would have been different. What ended up happening was the second England took the lead in the 55th minute, 11 English players came behind the ball and were like, the phrase is park the bus. And it's the Caldwell and Kilban and Luke Wallman podcast. They've done a great job with that. That's what they mean by that. When you go the entire team behind the ball and just play defensive and say, our strategy now is you have to get through 11 of us. That's parking the bus. Jose Mourinho did that very well. People criticized, but it works 85 to 90% of the time, especially with a decent defensive team, which England have. But like the strategy was so severe the other way, it took people aback. Like you're really, so your strategy is we're going to stop Messi for 35 minutes like this? Like that's the strategy? And the answer is yes. Like Konza from Aston Villa came in the 72nd minute for Anthony Gordon, defender for attacker. Reece James came off due to injury. Daniel Byrne in, another defender. Nico O'Reilly of Man City came in. Declan Rice was probably exhausted. He's been battling a flu for 2 weeks. But another defender goes in, Nico O'Reilly. That's 3 defenders in. Thomas Tuchel was supposed to kind of end this defensive conservative cycle here that Gareth Southgate had lived by. Tuchel was supposed to open it up. And when you got to these moments, let it fly. He didn't. And in minute 85 and 92, Argentina scored to tie the game and win the game. It was done. And the immediate question after the game for Thomas Tuchel is England loses another World Cup semifinal. They've blown 2 World Cup semifinals this century where they scored first. Do you know how hard that is in soccer at that level? That's crazy. That's crazy. But after the game, Thomas Tuchel was asked about the strategy. Like, why couldn't you bring on another attacker? Why didn't you go for the second goal? Why? Like, a lot of legitimate questions for England's manager. And here's what he said.
Disappointed. We were so close, but we got too passive after we scored and conceded a lot of chances and could not turn the ball possession around. And just conceded so many crosses and chances and shots. So yeah, we were close, but couldn't keep the level up after we scored.
You've made defensive substitutions in the past couple of matches when we have gone ahead in a game. You did the same again today. Why do you feel they didn't work today?
Yeah, I did also offensive substitutions in the last games. We just tried to help the player. We conceded straight away. We decided to go to a back 5 because the gaps were far too open. They won every header. They kept crossing and crossing. So we went to a back 5 to close the gaps inside and be stronger in the air because straight after our goal with no substitution, we just conceded way too many crosses and way too many chances. So we tried to help, but of course the responsibility is on the coach. And if it doesn't go wrong, it's easy to say that it was. If it doesn't go well, it's easy to say that it was wrong.
Given the point in the game that it was there ever any thought process in your mind about maybe trying to go for the second goal?
Yeah, but it doesn't help if you don't have the ball. If we couldn't get out, of course we wanted to go for the second goal, but I had not the feeling that offensive substitution would help. It was we stayed in our 4-4-2, but became passive, more and more passive. We couldn't win any balls, couldn't keep the ball. So I think it was not a structural problem. We changed nothing after the goal, but the match changed completely. But again, it's no problem. I can understand that these discussions are out there, and of course, million of coaches after the game who know it better. Yeah.
That's England manager Thomas Tuchel after losing the semifinal. I didn't hear a coach take a lot of responsibility there. I have to be honest. When he says, it doesn't matter what you do with subs if you don't have the ball. Well, that's German for passing the buck, is what I heard. Right away, right when England took the lead in the 55th minute, when you saw how low England were playing in their own end, it was like Argentina's getting at least one before the end of the game. At least one. So sure as you know what, England lose. In regulation. They had a 1-0 lead in the second half, lost in regulation. That's a special level of choking. And as you might expect, the reaction in the English press for a manager who is not English has been sharp. And I was trying to find a clip here because the feeling is it was universal across the board. James in the chat, not beating Argentina sitting back like that. Yep, you're not. Because Cabo Verde almost did, but they didn't sit back. One of the great teams I've ever seen in a World Cup, Cabo Verde, third smallest nation to ever be in a World Cup. They never played 5 defenders in the back. They kept going forward constantly. Love that team. England didn't do that yesterday. So the reaction was wild across the board in England. And I wanted to pick kind of one clip to represent it all. And I think I found it. And it's from one of the most listened to sports radio stations. Sports radio stations still exist in Britain, by the way. Called TalkSport. Hugely popular station in England. And a player who spent time in the Premier League and in English soccer with Wolves and Tottenham and Fulham. He's now a host. His name's Jamie O'Hara. And he does a good job on air. And he's an unabashed English supporter. This rant is basically symbolic of what went on after the game and what continues today. You're going to hear different versions of this kind of ideology, but this is the best representation of it I heard. This is raw. This is in the moment. He's on air right after the game. And this is a guy who played, okay? This isn't like someone who didn't and doesn't know that life and blah, blah, blah. No. Jamie O'Hara was like in the Premier League for a while. Never the best player, but he was there. And he knows about that life. This was that reaction on British sports radio yesterday.
Tuchel's cost us the World Cup. He cost us the World Cup. We're 1-0 up. Played well first half. All right, cagey affair. We go 1-0 up. Be brave. Be brave, Thomas. This is what we brought you in for. We brought you in for this moment. We got rid of Southgate because he bottled it, because he weren't brave. We brought you in for now to make that decision. We're 1-0 up in a World Cup semi-final. Bring on Rashford. Bring on Saka. And if they score, they score. But at least we're going to go down fighting. At least we're going to go down with some pride. We fell out of the World Cup in disgrace because of him. Because of him. And we brought him in for this job. This is what we brought him in for, to get us over this line. And it's the same old England, same old crap, same old guff that I have to watch every tournament that we're in. And it's the managers tucked us up again. Tucked us up. We're dead on our feet. Got Morgan Rogers playing right wing, Jude Bellingham on the left. Brings on Nico O'Reilly. We can't get out. Harry Kane's done nothing. He's dead. Nothing. Got nothing left.
I don't.
I can't believe it, Jace.
Well, no.
Jace, I can't believe it.
No,
it's a disgrace.
He
should be sacked. Get him out. Gone.
That was Jamie O'Hara on Talk Sport Radio in England yesterday after the game. Germo Tank in the chat. Love this guy. Buzzy PEI in the chat. English players going to a country music concert tonight? Oh, love that reference. So yeah, people are feeling a certain way about it. There's I'm not like great sayings guy on air where I drop it all the time because I try to just say my own stuff. But you know, there's one, and there's different versions of this Latin proverb of fortune favors the brave. What it means is if you're going to sit on your ass and expect the world, it's not going to happen. Fortune favors the brave. Doesn't always work out. But never taking a risk also will never work out for you. And English soccer thought they had moved past the we're not taking a risk stage in this development. That's why yesterday was so shocking. Not that Messi set up 2 goals. Least surprising thing I've seen all year. All year. And we'll get to Messi in a second. But there are elements to this team, the way Kane and Bellingham were playing. I've never seen an English team this ready to win. And poof, it's gone. And it's not gone because they weren't good enough. It's not gone because the leadership was bad. It's not gone because Argentina clearly were the best team through 55 minutes, which they weren't. It's gone because England weren't brave. And Thomas Tuchel specifically, their manager, wasn't brave. Last point. You're now seeing different managers feel the same type of pressure. I believe it's an English media thing. It's now constant. It's constant. I thought it was a Gareth Southgate thing and just his philosophy as a manager. Tuchel isn't scared of anything. And he fell into the same trap. Why? He referenced it all the time. Well, there's a million managers out there and everyone's got criticism. Unless managers of England's national team Stop listening to all of the punditry, and there's a ton, and experienced people doing it. I understand how tough it is. It's a Toronto hockey market times 30. Like, picture it. But English managers cannot be listening to all that garbage and be successful with this group. It's never going to happen. Thomas Tuchel was hearing the whispers of the punditry in his ear, and he got scared. That has to end. That cycle has to end. And you're never going to stop the commercialism of that type of media in England. People absorb it. They consume it. It's there for a reason. But you can't have managers beholden to it. I'm stunned Tuchel got scared like that. I'm stunned. That's not why he was brought in. He was brought in to be the emotionless leader. And he fell in the same trap they all do. All of them. Fabio Capello, Sven-Goran Eriksson, all of them. They got the media in their ear and they're scared. Someone's got to break through that in England. That team was good enough to win this tournament. Until that happens, England will forever choke in these moments. Forever. Now, I do think fatigue played a part in this. I have a hard time believing it didn't. And I know Argentina played 120 minutes last game. They played 120 minutes up a man against Switzerland. Different story. It's not the same. But someone has to stick their chest out here and say, media be damned, I'm going to do what I think is right to win. And I thought Tuchel, and many people, as you just heard, thought Tuchel was the guy. That's the heartbreaking moment here. If that stoicism in a manager is still not enough to manage freely and do what you think is best and be brave, England are never winning this tournament or the Euros. It was stunning, but when you think about it, it was very English. If not now, when for England? I don't have an answer for you. Kane is in his prime. He had 50 goals this year. In his prime. Now, Bellingham's going to have a lot of good tournaments left in him. They still have some great pieces. But man, this felt like it was it. Man, this felt like it was it. Fortune does favor the brave. It doesn't favor whatever the hell that was yesterday from the 55th minute on if you're England. And that's something they could control. When they were playing Argentina straight up for most of that game, England looked all right. They did. So what now? I have no idea. Azo, good afternoon.
Hey, Sid.
What was your take on that game yesterday?
Well, to your point, I'm going to steal a stat from the TSN panel yesterday. Only twice in the 21st century has a team scored the first goal in a World Cup semifinal and not made the final.
Yep, I mentioned that.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's worth repeating.
Yeah. To that point, you're right. It's bang on. England both times. How are they not? You said this. He was brought in to be different. How did he not realize what he was doing?
It's the same Southgate stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same Southgate stuff. It's crazy.
Who preaches possession and everything more than, and I see why soccer fans say possession is so important. Doesn't tell you everything in the game, but those guys could add possession just to control the game a bit better.
You want to hear?
They just offered it up to Argentina to take chances on them. It was crazy.
By the way, do you know who was on CBS this morning today with Gail King and Nate Burleson? Cabo Verde goalie Vozinha.
Come on.
I'm looking at this right now.
Wow.
He was in studio.
Really?
We got to run that tomorrow. I think he's trying to find his next. I think he's going to sign MLS, maybe Inter Miami. Feels like a place where he'd be welcomed. The other stat that came out of yesterday, Azo.
Yeah.
Again, we've talked about possession a lot, you and I.
No, I know, and that's what I mean. But yesterday, it did tell a story a little bit.
But
after they had the lead.
It did, but a little bit.
Right?
The possession after England scored was 88% in Argentina's favor.
Insane. That's insane.
88%. That is not like you're getting outplayed. That's you've decided 9 men in the box defending in your end. That's what you have decided. That is an insane strategy against Messi and that team. Insane. Insane. And as though they got deservedly burnt for it.
And Messi's so smart, and Argentina's so smart, they adjusted to that. How they let them have the outside. Like, guys weren't, I didn't see that extra defensive guys that came on. Like, it's not about just, to me, it wasn't about pushing or attacking more. Like, of course you want to do that. You got to have possession to do that. It's about having guys who can control the ball, control the game. Just some steadiness. Then I heard guys question even the team he picked and why some guys were left at home.
Listen,
Some of the subs.
I heard the same stuff you heard in terms of like Phil Foden of Man City, Cole Palmer of Chelsea, and Trent Alexander-Arnold of Real Madrid. I said at the time when that team selection came out, I think you brought it up to me.
Yeah.
Because your phone was blowing up with English supporters who were pissed off and everything.
Yeah, my cousin, yeah.
That team got to a semifinal. Don't talk to me about team selection. Tuchel got it right.
Okay,
I think he got it right.
They were pushing the entire tournament.
Yesterday was not about selection. He had Saka on the bench sitting there, waiting to go. It's like he didn't have attacking players available to him. He did. But like the use of it yesterday was insane. Insane.
Yeah.
Like Jude Bellingham in the middle, in that central midfield needed someone else to come in to try and move this along in terms of possession.
And like you said, they were made to open it up, and they were doing it all tournament. Why change then? Like, take your foot off the gas. That happens.
Rebe in the chat. Tuchel left off some slumping players. It wasn't that controversial.
Kobe Maynard was the other one, right?
Kobe Mainu was the guy on the bench. He was available.
He didn't get a minute this World Cup.
No, that was weird. But to the point, like all those guys that we mentioned that weren't brought by Tuchel, they deserve not to be brought.
Okay.
I think.
I heard like some experience, guys who could come in and settle it down maybe. But to take, like you've said this to me 100 times, the midfielders are the most important people out there.
They are.
To control the game, to keep ball possession. He took a bunch of them off and put defenders on. Defenders that I didn't really see, like, yes, being in the box, that was the weird thing to me. Because both goals, they had time and space. Like, where were those defenders? It didn't seem like
the defenders. No, defenders were where Tuchel wanted them to be, which was like 2 feet from Jordan Pickford, the goalie.
Which is crazy.
That's exactly what Tuchel wanted. Like it was mad. Like it was mad. Like none of it made any sense considering for 55 minutes you could make the argument England were the better team.
100%.
Now the problem with soccer at that level is 8 times out of 10 that will work in your favor. That's the problem. It's the 2 times out of 10 in front of 1 billion people on television where folks lose their minds.
You want to know what it made me think of? Maybe it's too early to do this. I know everybody brings the England versus the Leafs stuff because they haven't won a championships and I see all the parallels. Seems pretty easy to do. That to me was watching the 2025 Blue Jays in the World Series last year.
In what way?
Like they're coming home up 3-2 after fighting through a tournament where they look like they have the momentum. And all of a sudden, some bad manager decisions, some pitching changes that maybe didn't make sense, putting Hoffman in a certain spot, or not playing their game, telling IKF not to take a leadoff. Like you said, they were ready to win. They were coming home with a 3-2 win. It was bad decisions and not playing their game, not sticking to the plan. Why tell IKF not to lead off as much? Like that felt more a comparison to me. It was right there for them, and they somehow made some bad decisions and changed their game. Guys just kind of.
Why ask Treyu Savage to be a bullpen arm? Why ask Shane Bieber to be a bullpen arm? I don't know. Interesting questions. I like that analogy, Ezra.
Like that's what it screamed to me.
I don't mind
and
that.
To your point, when you said they were ready to win it, yeah, they were. They were coming home up. Like all of a sudden, the guy's not taking a lead off because the guy got doubled up yesterday or whatever. And then again, some questionable managerial decisions. To your point, you say it all the time. The 3 pitchers he put in all gave up home runs to lose that game.
No, there was a lot. Listen, the Jays weren't playing at all their game by the end of it.
But
neither
that was
England.
It was a guy like to that point. Tuchel was getting praised for making a lot of good decisions up until that game. They said
I thought Tuchel. Do not tell me Tuchel picked the wrong team.
Okay.
He brought the right team to this tournament.
But before yesterday, I kept hearing he's making good substitutions. He's doing good stuff, which is what you used to hear about Schneider all the time. He made all the right decisions.
The worst thing the media could say about Tuchel going into that game was what he said about his team after the quarterfinal in Miami, how critical he was. That's it. That's it. The substitutions worked. To go into Azteca in a World Cup and win is crazy. That doesn't happen. In fact, it's never happened in the World Cup, them losing in that stadium. Like, I did not, all the criticism leading in made no sense to me. Now you can criticize. Yeah. I'm fair with this.
How do you not?
Florida man with a plan. You get a chance every year to win the Stanley Cup, guys. That is the difference between the Leafs analogy with England and England in a World Cup. Kind of a bigger deal, the World Cup, in terms of time frame. Chris in the chat. What have you done, Azo? All pitchers in Game 7 were nervous.
Well, and I know people are saying you use everybody you can, but it just screams to making some the IKF thing more than anything.
Fienders in the chat. They ran out of Viagra. They may have.
And listen, making the finals would have felt like winning it for England. They just wanted to get there, and they were ready.
A World Cup final. There's an element of that would have felt like winning a World Cup final. They have not been there since 1966. They've been there once. Harry Kane after the game. You want to hear from this? Because Harry Kane says early. Listen, Harry Kane does not often utter a controversial quote. He's a very careful guy. He's like the perfect English captain. But after the game on the field, he did go down the road of, you can't just sit back and hope at this level like that. Like, to hear the captain of the team kind of say this was interesting to me. Here it is.
Just gutted for the boys, gutted for everyone, the team, the staff, the fans. We played a good game for the large majority of it. Once we went 1-0 up, we seemed to just try and hold on, which at this level is not enough. So just gutted because we've worked so hard to be here, and the lads have given every last bit of running, sweat, blood, tears, whatever it is. So to fall short like we did today is just gutted.
Why was it so hard to get any momentum after the goal, do you think?
Yeah, we struggled to get pressure on the ball. I thought, especially first half and start the second half, we pressed them well. We put them under loads of pressure, especially high up the pitch, which then allowed us to win balls, control the game a little bit better. After the goal, whether it's them putting more men forward or us just not being able to match them man for man, it just was wave after wave, and we were trying to hold on. Lads were putting blocks in, but in the end, it wasn't enough. Yeah, we had a lot of good moments in this tournament. A lot of good games. Another semi-final. We talk about knocking on the door. We're close. We just need to find that missing piece in the final stage of the tournament. These tournaments take it out of you, so much effort and pressure and mentality, and we've shown a lot of that throughout the whole 6-7 weeks we've been together. We're just missing that final piece.
That was Harry Kane after the game. Listen, that's as critical as you're going to hear Kane. No question about it. I don't know what his state will be for that 2030 World Cup for England. It's going to be interesting. I think they have some people in the queue who might be good enough to take over. But it's always, listen, let me tell you this as a observer and supporter of Portuguese soccer. When your captain is your striker and he gets older, things get weird. This is not going to be graceful, especially if Kane believes he can play. And right now, Kane can play. You don't score 50 goals for Bayern Munich if you can't play. So we'll see where it goes.
But to me, that's why they had such a good chance. They had two guys playing at that level with him and Bellingham.
This was it. This was, of all, from 2018 to now, this English team had the best chance to get it done.
Right.
Pickford was playing the best soccer I've ever seen. Bellingham was a warrior. Seemed like they had a brave manager. Kane he might finish top 3 Ballon d'Or this year. Maybe there's a chance for Player of the Year, FIFA Player of the Year. Declan Rice was one of the best players in the world this year. I know he got sick, but just when you looked at the sheet going into the tournament, some serious players for England. And my one other question is, what happened to Saka of Arsenal here? I'm a big fan of his, and I'm wondering why he didn't see more time.
A lot of people are asking that question.
Like Madueke, the other winger for Arsenal. Madueke's garbage. That guy comes out, he never gets on the score sheet, and he plays constantly. I would start Saka over him in a second. He wouldn't play a bunch. That's my main question for Tuchel as well. That game screamed for Bukayo Saka of Arsenal, and it just didn't happen. I don't know why. Max, Kane was awful. Yesterday, he was awful. He had an excellent tournament. All right, do you want to do the Messi heat lamp here?
Sure. You want to do it?
So BBC yesterday ran a graphic of from the 55th minute on. So England take the lead in the 55th minute. And this graphic that we're showing you here, let me explain it for the listening audience, is where Messi was on the field from the 55th minute to the end of the game. And basically, Messi did not leave the right wing area of the field. He only left it for the other corner flag when they took corners. And like England were defending to such an extent, his heat map almost burned a hole into the turf. He was in the same spot for like 35 straight minutes. In what world, if you're England, do you think you're going to give Messi this kind of leniency for 35 minutes and not expect to give up that lead? That's crazy. That is crazy. As a strategy, at the minimum, throw a second player on that side of the field.
That's what I'm saying with the defender, especially when you're putting in defenders. Somebody on him or something.
I could not believe that.
We got to say,
Like-
it's his IQ and how smart he is, too. He had nothing in the middle. Once they did that, he moved to the right side, right? To, like, the right wing.
Correct.
He understood that that's what he had to do. That's where he would get space and time. And he kept putting balls into the box for them to get opportunities.
I couldn't believe that. Like, you honestly think Messi's going to post up there for 35 minutes
crazy.
and you're not going to eat it with a knife and fork?
Well, just
And by the
giving
way,
them
a shock. Messi, 2 assists from this spot.
pretty much locks up the Golden Boot for him, right?
Well, no, he's still tied with Mbappe with 8.
But then isn't that the first tiebreaker?
It's assists, yeah.
it's
He's up in assists,
And he's
yeah.
up in assists.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. It
Mbappe's
is.
out.
You're right. It is the Golden Boot. I hadn't thought of it that way.
It should lock
Well,
him
hold
up
on.
for him.
Well, if Mbappe plays, they'll still count the third place game on Saturday.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Mbappe was a huge suck after the France-Spain game.
I forgot.
Huge suck. Blamed his midfield, blamed the coaching staff. He was a child about it. Meanwhile, he was ass as well in that semifinal.
Yeah.
Mbappe. And I love Mbappe.
Of course.
But he was a kid. He was a baby about it. Big baby.
But to your point, just to give him the opportunities, knowing he's the GOAT, and like so smart about it.
If you're an English fan looking at this graphic, you want to throw up. Like, that's crazy what the strategy was, or lack thereof, for England. That's nuts. Max in the chat, that looks like a smoke map over Toronto right now. It's true.
It's very true.
Like, it's engulfing that side of the field. I do still find it funny to see the little bit of red at the other corner flag when
But
Messi
that was
went
just
over
for
there
the
a couple
corners.
times.
Yeah.
That does make me laugh.
And the short corners, too, were killing them.
Yeah,
That's what I don't understand about parking the bus. Like,
But England are a bigger team. It made a lot of sense. Like, Jesse Marsh tried to do that early with Canada because Bosnia were the bigger team. It's just Canada couldn't like do anything. They couldn't do short or long corners, so it was irrelevant.
right.
But I just can't believe England let the greatest player of all time and Messi do that.
But yeah, but if you're
That's
putting extra
crazy.
defenders, wouldn't you have guys like matching up right on? And that just seems weird to me because you're giving them space and time to create this stuff. Of course, something eventually. To your point, for 35 minutes, something's going to open up.
Rubber Duck in the chat. Looks like Jeff Hoffman pitching.
That is very good.
That's one of the better comments I've heard in a while. That looks like a pitch map from Jeff Hoffman.
Back to my point. And Argentina's like the Dodgers, right? Like everybody's cheering against them. Well, doesn't want to see them go. A lot of people are anyway. Like with the Vargentina and everybody thinks they're destined to it.
I mean, they've won 3 straight tournaments, Argentina.
No, they're very good. They're number one.
2021 Copa America after the pandemic, 2022 World Cup, 2024 Copa America. What if they win 4 straight tournaments?
Crazy.
Do you know how many players have appeared in 3 World Cup finals? 2. Messi will be 1.
Yeah.
And shout out Cafu of Brazil.
Wow.
94, 98, 2002.
Wow. No
Cafu,
way.
who raised the 2002 World Cup. Dunga's captain raised in 94. But what we're about to see with Messi and Argentina, this is a crazy run. Crazy. And part of me is like, I would love to see Argentina go back-to-back because I've never seen back-to-back World Cups in my life. 58-62 with Brazil, and then before the Second World War when Italy did it in 34 and 38. Then they didn't see a tournament for a while. But it's only happened twice. And Argentina's been, I believe this is their 7th World Cup final, 6th or 7th. Yeah. Like a lot. Argentina are there in the reckoning a ton. Like you may not like the style, you may not like how, because early on in the game, like Argentina were begging to get yellow carded, and the ref from America would not do it.
Remember the first game in Messi?
Oh, but he just, like Argentina were hitting everybody. Enzo Fernandez hit Elliot Anderson square upside the head like a Benny Hill slap. Nothing. No yellow card, nothing.
Connor Davis. That map looks as red as John Schneider's face. It's pretty good.
Oh, the Jeff Hoffman reference is still getting me.
Yeah, but that's another
That's
good
really
one. I
good.
like it.
That's pretty good too with Schneider.
Go to the Enzo goal because that one.
Can we talk about the 1-1 goal? Because thank you. So, 85th minute, Messi has been in that heat map forever, dying to just either cross it in or pass it to someone high box. And Enzo Fernandez of Chelsea is there waiting. And he hits what looks to be a pretty good shot. Now, everyone on the broadcast, everyone in media says 24 Enzo Fernandez. What a strike on Jordan Pickford of England. But I'm looking at this. And for the listening audience, I want to describe what we're looking at here. This is seconds before Enzo Fernandez hits what would be the 1-1 goal yesterday, tying it up in a World Cup semifinal. Jordan Pickford is shading way to his left. Mm-hmm. Way to his left when this is hit. Don't tell me this was some great shot. Jordan Pickford is completely out of position on this. For a guy at his level, rather surprising, because Pickford had a decent day. Also had a couple of posts hit by Alexis McAllister, but whatever. Pickford played well. But don't tell me this was some spectacular hit from Enzo Fernandez. That's BS. The goalie was completely out of sorts. He should be shading way more to his right on this, and if Pickford does, it's still 1-0 England in the 85th minute. So we can all jump on Thomas Tuchel, and people are, as manager, for the strategy and the lack of foresight on Messi and all these things. Pickford screwed this up. I got news for all of you. Pickford screwed this up.
Did you catch Bellingham? Was this the one Bellingham was on the ground and like they kind of picked him up and he seemed to melt? That was right down the middle or something like that. Like I think he thought he should have had it too.
Oh, but yeah, Bellingham was saying a lot of things on that field.
He was talking a lot. And he
was
missed
talking
the spot.
maybe a little too much.
He should have got out there quicker on that. Like
no, but Pickford doesn't even not even getting out there. Well, maybe Bellingham.
Yeah,
but like Pickford is to blame for this. I'm sorry. Yeah. He's not in position to make this save. I know it was curling away from him. I get it. It's hard. You know what makes it harder? When you take another, like he's the anti-IKF. He took a step when he shouldn't have. Mm-hmm. If he stays where he is in the middle of that crease, it's 1-0 England 85th minute. So let's look at the 1-1 goal realistically and not be idiots about it. He was out of position.
It was a breakdown all around though.
It was a specific breakdown on Pickford.
Oh, okay.
And I like Pickford, but that's a bad moment for Pickford. Bad moment. So then there was another Pickford moment. And I know this happens a lot, but we never get to see it like this clearly.
It's crazy.
Goalies in games like this internationally will have somewhere on the water bottle for them what to do in shootouts if it goes to a penalty shootout. Like literally, it'll have a name of the opposition where you should go. So Jordan Pickford just walks off the field yesterday and leaves his shootout bottle on the field. And who picks it up? Argentina does.
Why wouldn't you?
Argentina picked up the bottle, and it says Argentina penalty taker list. It's like Uncle Dennis and Kawhi put this together in a secretive way. It's clearly a list of what Jordan Pickford should do should this game go to a shootout. And the top name is Messi. Fake left, dive right. Messi would have missed the net anyway. Oh. That's the one thing Messi can't do is hit a penalty properly. Yeah. But like Paredes, stand left, dive right. McAllister just dive right. Like they have no respect for McAllister. You have to fake out Alexis McAllister. Alvarez dive left. Like these are some of the best strikers in the world. Like this is so embarrassing. By the way, the last name on this list, Rulli. I don't even know who that is. Yeah. That's like if there's 30 rounds of a shootout.
It's true.
Like you could tell who
you have to have one for everyone.
You can tell who England has no respect for. Like Senesi of now Tottenham is on that list. Giuliano Simeone is on the list. Tagliafico. They're like, these guys are never taking a penalty. We're putting them at the bottom of the list.
Just which way to go. Just dive. Don't okay. Tell me the difference between fake and disguise. Fake left, disguise right, or whatever.
Oh, that's right. Because there's two different ways to describe that. Well, I think it's easy. Fake, you kind of fake. You like flinch, and then disguise is like you just position.
Okay, like lean.
Yeah, you just lean. Fake is like, oh, yeah. What are you, stupid? That's of course. That's what they mean. Ruli's the goalie too. LMAO. Yeah, he's the goaltender. I forgot. He's like the third goalie.
Hey, sometimes they come in. You never know who doesn't want to take it in those moments.
I find it hilarious. And like Argentina filled social media with pictures of this bottle.
This is like when
I love it.
It was Alejandro Kirk, wasn't it? When he lost that game card or the data sheet in his arm, and who was it? Kiermaier picked it up and wanted to give it back to him.
Somebody picked it up.
Remember there was that big controversy.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah. That's crazy though. That's cool.
It's
cool to see.
But the Messi fake left dive right. Like after seeing that, Messi's never gonna shoot to a goalie's right again because he knows this is the book on him. He's never going to a goalie's right ever. That's funny to me, man.
That is amazing.
Hold on, finally, the Rodrigo de Paul halfway through, stand right, move central, dive left.
Yeah.
Why?
But stand left. Like you just cheat that way?
Then Palacios, dive right, positive step, go. What the hell does that mean?
What's go?
What is go?
With an exclamation mark.
Yeah,
go.
Not just, hey, go.
Go!
What the hell does that mean?
Uh-oh.
No wonder England lost. They were stupid about it.
Seriously.
What is this about? But I love at the bottom, there's like analytics, like how many goals they've scored. Sorry, Romero has 13 penalties in his career? That's a lot for a central defender.
23.
Wow.
For Martinez.
Enzo has a ton.
Yeah, no kidding.
This bottle is high-level entertainment,
No
man.
kidding.
Good for you. Good for you, Argentina, for posting that. Stealth Sammy in the chat. Go means throw this bottle at him.
That's very good.
Oh, that makes me laugh, man. Oh, that's good. Means throw the bottle at him. Chris in the chat. The bottle is just a decoy for the other bottle. The other true bottle.
Oh, man.
Okay, finally. Again, Jude, there was a lot of talking in that first half.
There was.
And Jude Bellingham at some point.
Can I ask you, what did you think of the ref? Like, because the first 3 minutes were like crazy, or 4 minutes, 5 minutes.
I thought a yellow
insane.
card was warranted within the first 10 minutes.
Okay, maybe 10 even. Yeah.
Enzo Fernandez smacked the guy upside the head. It was I think it was Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
He smacked him upside the head.
Because I did want to bring this up.
And Paredes was dying to get carded. And Giuliano Simeone, whose dad is watching somewhere in the stadium, the Simeone family, by right, have to spit on every English player. They hate them. They hate them. The Simeones in England have a long history. Giuliano Simeone was dying to get thrown out of that game. I just thought, listen.
Well, with so much talk about the refs.
I don't want to be offensive on this.
Oh.
I don't think a CONCACAF ref is up for that game.
Yeah. No, and
I think they're in over their head.
That's exactly why I wanted
out of their
to bring
depth on
it
that, 100%.
That's why I wanted to bring it up, because we talked about it leading up and what you thought of it, because they came out on fire, both teams.
And the El Salvador ref in Spain, France, I didn't love his game either.
Yeah, okay.
I didn't.
That's why I wanted to ask about it.
So that's all I'm saying. I'm
not saying it's the refs.
Yeah,
guys.
there's people saying we're blaming the refs. No. England had 12% possession after they scored yesterday. England deserved to be going to Miami for that third place game on Saturday night. Let's not get it twisted. Azzo's not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Yeah. I was just curious because we did talk about CONCACAF refs in it. And like
CONCACAF refs don't know what they're doing.
Well, they haven't.
I've watched enough CONCACAF in my life. Don't mess with me on this. They're incompetent. Except for the Canadian ones. Everyone else is incompetent. Seriously. Incompetent. It's like letting me cook at a 5-star restaurant. What am I doing there? I make toast and put waffles in my toaster oven. What am I doing? Because I reffed a Columbus Real Salt Lake game, I can ref a World Cup semifinal? Have you lost your mind? Are you an idiot? That is not how that works. Crazy, man. Stealthy Sammy in the chat. Glory to CONCACAF. Can we talk? We've had a few people ask us this, so let's go through this. And some of you are kind of new to the World Cup, and I get it, so let's explain. There is a third place game.
Nice.
There's been a third place game in the World Cup for... Let me look this up. When was the first third place game in World Cup history?
I knew it, and I still didn't even think about Mbappe scoring in there for the goal.
If he plays. I don't think he'll play.
I doubt it too.
World Cup history. 1950, there was really no third place game. The final stage was like a round robin. 1934. Really?
Wow.
1934 in Italy. Germany defeated Austria 3-2. They've been doing third place games that long in the World Cup?
Guess so.
Wow. So listen, the third place game, it's an extra TV game and it's stupid. And no one wants to play it and no one's excited about it. But I'll tell you what.
Are you going to watch?
I'll watch. Because when the time comes, it's also when most soccer fans, like most hardcore fans, realize, God, I'm going to miss this tournament.
Yeah.
So you watch. Look, I remember when Portugal lost in the semis in 2006 in Germany, and they took on the host nation Germany in the third place game because Germany lost to Italy in Dortmund. I was like, I hate this. And then I saw the lineup, and I think like Figo and most of those guys played, and I'm like, I will do anything to win this third place game right now. Like, I was oddly excited about it, and Portugal lost that too. But it's, for me, it's something I hate the thought of. And Thomas Tuchel in England and Didier Deschamps in France, they hate the thought of it. There's something about that, though, that when it starts, it's almost the best game of the tournament because no one cares.
Right.
And you see some wild results.
Or guys who are just getting minutes and hungry for it. Right?
Yeah, like, listen, some of these players have been sitting.
Yeah.
Like Kobe Mainu probably is playing in that game for England.
You'll see Saka.
I'll see Saka and Mainu, finally.
Yes.
Perfect.
Well, there was no word of Saka being hurt, right? Because he even only played a half in the game
Well,
before
they
against Norway, right?
Arsenal kind of brought him back slowly as the year went on. He was injured in the middle of the year, which happens to Saka now and again. I just, in that kind of game where you needed, like, one-on-one flair could have changed a lot.
100%.
Because guess what that 1-0 England goal was? Some flair. Great ball.
Just a threat, right?
I believe it was Kane. And then Morgan Rogers ends up wide, and then Gordon makes a great run. And Molina had no idea he was there. And then pop. Like, that's individual. If you have that element in the game for the final 35 minutes for England, there's a chance they wrap it up. Argentina can be afforded one mistake. That's it. And if you can turn it around in transition, boom. And England didn't do it.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this a lot in the chat. Argentina didn't screw England. England screwed England.
It's true.
Yep.
Yeah, bang on.
So I will watch the third place game Saturday.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people kind of asking about a live stream. We would love to, but Betway's throwing a party.
And we're going.
So we're going.
I'm going.
And we because we could have gone to the Jays game too. But Betway have been amazing to the show, and we love our relationship with Betway. And they're providing free nachos, so we're going.
Meet a lot of the fine people there.
Love it.
Yep.
So we're going to be at a shindig. That's why we're not live streaming Sunday. We're going to be at a shindig watching the game.
We'll find reasons to do live streams.
We will have many sober takes.
I got the
on
Leaf
Monday.
schedule. Maybe we can find some live streams in there.
You got the Leaf schedule?
It's out.
Hold on. Hey, Azzo.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a second. There's one last England-Argentina thing I want to get to.
I know you.
Hold on.
Okay.
So there was a lot of talking going on in that game, and there was an exchange. Do you remember the exchange in the first half between Bellingham and Messi?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then Messi gave you the Robert De Niro, you talking to me? Look at that. You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of people online. Messi is looking at you like you're about to die. He's about to send Paredes or Rodrigo de Paul to get your ass. So Bellingham said something to Messi. There's speculation online. Bellingham said, Ronaldo's better than you.
Really?
Which is one, hilarious and not true.
That face is perfect.
And B, highly insulting.
But that face
to
is
Lionel
the proper
Messi.
response.
Now, there's a lot of theories as to what was said. Okay, everyone in the chat, what did Bellingham say to Messi to elicit this response?
Supposed to be wrong answers only, though, no?
Did Bellingham say, did you hear the Leafs nearly got Zach Werenski?
Did you hear that I think the Raptors trade's still going to go through?
Did you, hey, Lionel, did you hear John Schneider thinks the first half was decent and that they're treading water? 6 games below 500?
Did you hear Vlad Seaside in the chat? Did you hear Vladdy will hit 10 home runs this season? Oh, wait, sorry, shoot. This chat, damn it, it's moving way too fast.
Hold on. Did you hear Vladdy will hit 10 home runs this season? That's very good. Chris in the chat, Bellingham said the Leafs will make the playoffs. Oh,
Rail side, you should retire. Interesting. That would get it. By the way, so if we're going to compare it, like Argentina is the anti-Leafs too. Anytime anybody gets close to Messi, man, do guys run up on him.
As you should.
As you should.
Because Elliot Anderson hammered Messi.
Right?
In the first half. And
But dude, even if they sniff him, like if they get close to him, they're running up.
As they should.
I know. I just want to point it out.
That's what sports is about.
Because I love it.
Your best guys.
Yeah.
Protect your best guys. Do you care about winning? Do you care about winning? Brandon Carlo, Morgan Riley, William Nylander. Do you care about winning? Protect your guys. Idiots.
Texter in the chat. Hang on. Let me get it. Hey, Messi, what's this?
It's a blown 1-0 lead in a World Cup semifinal. That's what that is.
And maybe this is in terms of the heat map. Chris Betty, he said, hey, take it easy over
Hey,
there.
take it easy.
So, okay? In the corner? Okay? Take it easy. Pretty good.
Hey, Messi, great time of year.
Yes, it is. Although the World Cup's coming to an end. Is it still, Sid? Tell me why.
The next World Cup's basically tomorrow.
Yeah, true.
Puck drops tip-offs first pitches. When the game is on, you call the shots. Head to betway.ca and bet your way. Must be 19 plus. Play responsibly. Hey, Azo.
Yeah?
Like my shirt?
Actually, it's my favorite one you've worn so far. You got an extra one?
No. Clothing for today's show provided by Ed's Fine Imports, Markham, Ontario's #1 clothing store for the last 20 years. Formal, casual, they got you covered. Brands like Psycho Bunny, Blue Industry, Page Jeans, Nobis, Gitch, Bugatti, Paul Batenley, 7 Downey Street, Tommy Bahama, and so much more. Ed's Fine Imports, just north of McCowan in the 407. Go in person or visit edsfineimports.com online. Tell them Sid sent you and get 15% off your first purchase. Tell them Azo sent you. They'll look at you like Messi did.
So somebody in the chat had that.
Yeah. This is how they'll look at you.
Yes.
By the way, Azo, just leave this picture up because I think it's amazing. Do you know who was all over me this week about some of the shirts I've worn from Ed's Fine Imports?
Oh.
My dad.
Really? Like all over you how? Like what do you mean by that?
Do you have extras?
Oh.
And what size is that? And can I take it?
I think I know what he did with the Ronaldo shirt I gave him.
João, he loves that shirt.
Oh,
he loves that shirt.
Why don't you take him to Ed's? What's wrong with you?
If you bought my dad a Messi shirt, would he wear it?
Yeah,
My dad likes Messi a lot.
Does he? Well, of course.
lot.
How can, dude, did you see the compilation somebody put online of every time he touched the ball? Like, say, in that heat map? It's insane.
Oh, it's some of the
nasty.
heat maps are about as funny as Jeff
But like
Hoffman
a compilation,
pitch maps.
a compilation of every time he touched the ball. No, like him playing, touching the ball. Like there's a compilation of him every time he touched the ball in that game after they
Like
were
a
down.
map?
No, like just
just a video compilation. Sorry.
Video compilation of him like touching the ball and where he moved it and how he did. It's incredible. Like that was a showcase for him.
Oh
too.
my God.
He was so good yesterday.
Video gaming world in the chat. Sid, do you know how corrupt the Argentinian FA is when the Department of Justice and the FBI is investigating them? I don't care, and they're about to win a second straight World Cup. I got news for you. They don't care either.
See,
I don't even know that story.
I'll look it up.
Yes.
But see, but Argentina is like the Dodgers, where everybody just wants to see them lose, like, or everything's fixed for them, or they're getting away with stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're going to win a second. But do you know who doesn't care about that at all?
Should we save that for tomorrow, though, about how they match up with Spain?
Yes, I think so. It seems like an appropriate
But who
time to
cares?
do so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Martino in the chat, has Argentina ever won a clean World Cup?
What does that mean?
Well, hold on. 1978 was shady as hell.
Oh, okay.
There was a dictator running Argentina.
Yeah.
Things got a little weird. Like, go back. That was a dark World Cup, 1978. Dark. 86, Maradona did score with his hand, but he also scored with his feet a couple times. I don't consider that a cheating World Cup. That's not a cheating World Cup.
Hand of God.
Qatar in 2022. How did they cheat? Because they got a lot of
Yeah,
penalties.
that's the one I was thinking.
Is that why
I
they
thought
cheated?
It was last
I
one.
don't think
How?
it's. Listen, as we're seeing, Messi could have missed all those penalties. He's so bad at it. It's a miracle they scored. Why are they cheating at this World Cup? They were like minutes away from losing to England and Egypt.
The whole VAR thing. That's what people keep going back
Whatever,
to.
man.
Or not getting calls and penalties.
Whatever. Just he's one of the greatest players of all time is looking at you.
Again, watch that game yesterday. He proves it, man.
By the
He's
way,
so good.
the photos circulating of Lionel Messi in 2007 bathing a baby Lamine Yamal. That story's so weird. I don't want to touch it.
Yeah. And the picture.
Are you agreed with that?
The picture's weird too. I'm sorry. I know everybody's going to show it. You're going to see it 100 times from now
I'm not
till Sunday.
I feel weird about the story,
It's
if
very
I'm being
weird.
honest.
Very weird.
But it is Lamine Yamal, like as a baby, being bathed by Messi.
Cool.
I'm with you.
I don't know what else to say on it.
I'm with you. I think it's strange,
Yeah.
and we'll leave it alone.
It's cool.
But we've noticed it. Just so
Yeah.
you know, we've noticed it. Azo, do you have the Leafs regular season schedule here?
Thanks for asking. I do. If
All
you
right.
want to put it up, I don't know how much of that you can read, but you are getting your wish. Where is it? Shoot, I thought I highlighted it somewhere. Anyways.
Okay, so we're looking. It begins as we talked about yesterday. It's Leafs home to Montreal Tuesday, September the 29th. Oh wow, the Leafs are at Vegas early.
Early, yeah.
Thursday, they're in Vegas like on October 8th. Really?
And you gotta wait till December till they play the Panthers.
Dude, that you know what? For a new team like the Leafs essentially are, I don't hate that in like the second week of the season they make the Vegas, Colorado, Utah trip.
Yeah,
I don't hate that.
that's better. Bonding, mentors trip.
Why not?
But they do get Vegas at home on a Saturday night. That's what I was trying to highlight.
Oh,
December
they got
12th.
Vegas at home.
December 12th.
Let's go.
But the second meeting, right? December 12th.
I don't care.
Okay, good.
It's the only home game for Marner again. I'm not losing this Marner comes home thing. I think it's always important.
Yeah, Bobrovsky's got to wait till December 3rd. That's the first time they play Florida. Not till December. Like,
December 3rd
yeah.
is when Florida come to
So
Toronto.
like 2 months into the season.
Okay, let's go through the Saturday night games. Oh, the Islanders. They gave Matthew Schaefer a Saturday night Leafs game.
Good.
Woo! The Leafs are at Edmonton Saturday, October 24th. And then the Oilers are in Toronto November 14th. That's a big one. It's always a big one. In Connor McDavid's last season at Edmonton. Let's tell it like it is.
I look at the schedule so much different than you.
In what way?
Like just the games I'm a mark. Like Florida they play Florida 3 times in the last month, almost month and a bit.
Oh,
Like-
those are going to be big games potentially.
Yeah.
Big games for Sergei Bobrovsky and the Florida Panthers.
But going down the stretch of the season, March 6th, March 15th, and then where's the last one here? It was down here somewhere too. Oh, April 1st. So in all of March, they play them like 3 times.
By the way,
That's crazy.
the schedule maker has been kind to the Leafs towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like March 11th is their longest trip. Like they go to Winnipeg on March 11th. Then it's home to Vancouver, Florida, Tampa, and then a road trip through New York, Jersey, Montreal, Buffalo. So it's not really even a road trip. Home to Ottawa, Washington, at Tampa, Florida. That's down to Florida. That's a little tougher. But then home to Buffalo, home to Boston, at MSG. At MSG to close the year on a Saturday.
Wow.
That's an interesting one.
Look, all divisional games there at the end too. Look at that. Tampa, Florida, Buffalo, Boston.
I don't mind that. But that's an early, quick, long road trip in games 5, 6, and 7 of the Leaf season. It's at Vegas, at Colorado, at Utah. Oh, wow.
In
And
Montreal,
their Western Canada swing is the end of October.
Yeah,
And then it's done.
that's good. Not too many.
I don't
road-
think the Leafs hate that at all.
second half.
Get it over with.
There's not too much of a
Yes.
like. There's no big road trips like a
No.
small one there.
Like,
In Montreal on Boxing Day, want to go to Christmas? Want to go to Montreal for Christmas? Okay, whose return do you want to say? Jim Hiller returns to LA December 30th.
I think I'll pass on the Jim Hiller LA return. I'm good.
Scott Lawton returns to Toronto November 19th.
There'll be a video for sure.
Joseph Wall and Simone Benoit return to Toronto
Hold
November
on,
30th.
hold on. What's the date on Pittsburgh coming to town? Or sorry, on Philadelphia? When's Philly coming to town first?
Where was it? Shoot, I just lost.
Where's Philly?
November 30th.
November 30th? Is Joseph Wall even healthy for that game? Honestly.
But he's the backup. Will they play him in that one? They should. If
Listen,
he's healthy, he
listen, I know they pay Dan Vladar. He's Dan Vladar.
Yeah.
Don't tell me he's like their eternal number one guy. They don't bring in Joseph Wall because they have all the trust in the world in Dan Vladar. That's not what they did.
Wow, Darren Radish and Nick Paul have to wait till February 20th to return to Tampa?
Oh, really? Dude, but you're right, though. This Christmas swing for the Leafs at Detroit the 22nd, Boxing Day in Montreal. And then they go from Montreal to Anaheim. That's a trip.
Yeah.
Montreal to Anaheim, and then LA, San Jose, and then back home, Washington, Philly. Christmas is the worst part of their schedule. It's not even close. That's the worst part of their schedule. That's a hell of a Christmas trip.
It is.
Wow. All right, how head coach Daniel Alfredson handles that will be interesting. Sorry.
I mean, Jim Hiller's
Jim Hiller's. I'm sorry, Jim Hiller's
for the
coach.
New Year's
I'm sorry.
showdown, December 30th.
Freudian slip. Freudian slip. Freudian slip.
Let's go do a live stream from
Christopher
LA.
Bird in the chat. Tribute videos for everyone. Will the Leafs have a tribute video at home every night?
What's the one day we're missing when Morgan Riley comes back? Who will he be on?
Man, Morgan. I don't think you're going to need a video for Morgan Riley.
No kidding.
I don't know, man. That's one of the few things I'm going back and forth on in a serious way. Will Morgan Riley be a Leaf opening night?
But dude, look at the start of their season. So Montreal, the New York Islanders, Ottawa, Nashville, but then Vegas, Colorado, Utah, Buffalo, New York Islanders against San Jose. Like that's their first. What do they go in those first 3, 4, 5?
I mean,
10 games.
I'm going to assume the Leafs are slightly better than last year.
But that's like not that easy of a schedule.
But Montreal's a loss. They'll beat the Islanders. They'll beat the Sens. Nashville sucks.
And 3 tough games on the road.
Vegas still don't have any goaltending. God bless the run they made.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I'll take a win there. They're not going to beat Colorado.
Until they get Hellebuck.
I don't think they'll beat Utah. I think Buffalo's going to suck. I'll give them Buffalo.
Suck.
Beat the Islanders.
I think they split that Islanders.
And they
series.
beat San Jose.
Islanders
I
twice
have
at
them,
home.
I have them by the middle of October with 7 wins. Look at me being bullish on the Leafs.
Come on.
7 wins.
Who are you?
My God.
You're such a Chaika.
Looking at a top seed in the East.
Huge Chaika.
Look at this.
Wow.
Chaika can't be stopped. Railside in the chat. 2-8 in their first 10.
I'm with Generic. DeLuca should drop the ceremony puck
Yes.
first game at home. I agree.
Yes. How many?
I did say they split those.
How many points in the first 10 games of the season, assuming he's playing with John Tavares, does Gavin McKenna have? I'm going to say 5.
He gets Montreal as his debut if he starts with the team, which he should. So we're getting what people. Railside says they're going 2-8. Dude, they're going 4-6 from Connor Davis.
No, I don't know about that.
I don't know. That's not easy. J Ray 5-5 first 10 games. Yeah, a lot of that.
No, I mean it's an interesting schedule, but like some of their biggest road trips, like by Christmas they're done. Like it's a really, I think it's a good schedule for the Leafs. By Christmas, the crazy road trips are finished.
Mr. Meeseek in the chat. How did no one put a graphic of Corey Perry on the Leafs schedule release? 10-0. Now a lot of 6-4. So people
That's
are with
funny,
you
man.
that they'll be plus 500. Yeah, I see like 3, 6.
I see them being okay.
Faisal and Chris. Yeah,
I see them being okay.
they'll be around 500. But it's not the easiest schedule to start.
Correct.
And you're trying to adapt to a new coach's system. Just saying.
Okay. Anything else schedule-wise that's interesting?
No, I think that's all that pops off.
Like I'd love to go through like who's going to Germany and playing in like the global series. I don't care. I think it's Ottawa. I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't. Although Winnipeg is getting an outdoor game. I think it's Montreal, Winnipeg.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That'll be good.
That'll be good.
Freezing.
J-Fed, 2 wins for the Leafs in their first 10. Nick in the chat, fist fight between Alfie and Hiller. I'm telling you, I think the Leafs are off to a better start than people think.
Okay.
I'm going to be oddly positive about this until game 3. And then I won't be. Okay, anything else on the schedule?
No, I think we're good.
Okay, so that was just released like 45 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Leafs' full schedule.
We got a schedule.
Look at that. And enjoy your...
Hey, Sid, what's this?
It's the schedule. By September, the Jays will be 8 games out of a wild card spot. So enjoy. I do find Stealthy Sammy in the chat. Sid is Mr. Optimistic today.
Question mark?
Maybe.
What?
I do find it odd
Ron
that the whole 2 nights of preseason hockey that we're going to get.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Is that not strange?
Yes. Like, are they going too far the other way?
They
now?
are. There's going to be injuries. You mentioned it.
I did.
There will be injuries early in the season. Just get ready. Marlies, get ready. Might be some call-ups. Poor Stevie Sullivan's going to lose a bunch of players right off the front.
Yeah.
And John Gruden's going to say, hey, I know you. Come on in.
Sacha, so which ones are you live streaming? Whoa.
Whoa.
We'll talk about that.
Easy.
Sid has to have a couple meetings with himself on that.
Yep. And my meetings with myself get violent. Okay, so that's
Marco,
the Leafs.
Sid, you talking like Argentina didn't deserve the win. No, who said that?
Who said that?
Nobody
They had
said that.
88% possession from the 55th minute on. They
did.
deserve the win,
Not
Argentina.
listening to this show. Nobody said that.
Get out of here. So some interesting NBA goings on today. We did mention that Shams Charania had the report that Gary Trent Jr. and his $64 million contract a year after he played for virtually no money and scored 8 points per game was odd and seemed like some cap circumvention was going on. So the NBA is going to look at it.
You get $16 million a year for that.
8 points per game. 1 assist, 1 rebound per game.
For 4 years.
$64 million.
For 4 years.
You, sir, are a star.
What?
So the other thing, I mean, we don't have any new Kawhi stuff for you. But LeBron, who still has not picked a team, is going to be on CNBC for a conversation with Rich Paul today, like at 3 o'clock Eastern. And he was scheduled to do a live podcast with Tyrese Halliburton. Is he saying?
He's up there right now.
So LeBron in New York at Fan Fest for Fanatics Fest is doing a pod with Tyrese Halliburton. Is anything being said about LeBron?
So he's decided not to announce the long-awaited free agent decision on his podcast appearance today at the Fanatics Fest alongside Tyrese Halliburton.
Like, we live in a world, like, I remember a time when this decision for LeBron was the biggest thing in the world.
Well, that might be why he's waiting, though.
I mean, the World Cup.
Yeah, he doesn't want to interfere with the World
But
Cup.
I got
He's going to
news-
wait till the World Cup's over so all the spotlight can be on him.
But I got news for you. Kawhi's situation is more
Yeah,
interesting to me
actually.
than LeBron's.
So you're saying he's going to wait till he can't wait.
I don't. He's going to wait till October when they finally get the report from the Wachtell law firm.
There's no way.
So we're not going to hear today where LeBron is going. Although yesterday, I don't know if he was in California. I don't know where he was in California, but we did hear from Golden State Warriors head coach Steve Kerr, who basically told us that the Golden State Warriors are going to sign LeBron James.
Oh, sorry.
Good. Hey, we need to get LeBron, man.
But we need LeBron.
LeBron.
Oh, we got him.
Okay, that's good. And put that on Twitter. Okay, I got you.
Play it again. So this is Steve Kerr in a car. There's the video you're seeing is from the perspective of other people in a car across from Steve Kerr.
He stopped at a red light.
He stopped
with
at a red
his
light.
window open.
And it's like, hey, you got LeBron, and Steve Kerr says, we got LeBron.
Good. Hey, we need to get LeBron, man.
But we need LeBron.
LeBron.
Oh, we got him.
Okay, that's good. And
Put that on Twitter.
okay, I got you.
Anthony in the chat, Sid, it's a decoy from Steve Kerr. Can I be honest with you? I'm done with Steve Kerr.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm so done with Steve Kerr.
He's fading.
Because he thinks he's above everything and wants to run politically. Okay, well then go.
Yeah,
Then go. Get out. Go run politically.
He doesn't give the same vibe.
Like, I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
I'm good with it. I'm good with it. Nobody told the Warriors that's the right thing to do, but whatever. So
it's just some
we're
guys
not,
wear out their welcome, right? Like eventually, act gets a little bit old.
But even last year, like they were hugging each other. Like remember that visual of Draymond Green and Steph, and they were all kind of hugging each other at the end of their final game. Like, I'm like, it really feels like Steve Kerr is leaving.
Yeah, but it feels like that. Then he's always
then
around.
go, like leave.
It's fair.
Anyway, look, Steve Kerr. I don't know what to make of that. All I know is LeBron still hasn't made this decision. He's not going to make it before the World Cup final, clearly. I don't know what it means for next week. My world is not revolving around this. I am much more interested in the Kawhi Leonardness of it all. And listen, LeBron James, he can't shoot threes like he used to. Listen, he's 40 plus. He can't shoot threes like he used to. Defensively, he's playing the worst basketball of his career since his rookie year. It's not a debate. But he's still pretty damn good in other areas. Yeah. And he can definitely help Golden State. I still believe he's going to Cleveland. I don't think he wants to do the Knicks thing where he looks like Kevin Durant. Why you would do the Golden State thing where you look like Kevin Durant? Because that's what Kevin Durant did.
Yeah.
Now, I know it's not apples to apples. LeBron has 4 titles.
Yeah.
4?
But he's trying to bring it to a fourth. So does he want to go back to one of the cities he's already brought one to? Or does he want to take it? Like, imagine him bringing a title to 4 different cities.
I mean, that would be unbelievable.
Sorry, I was looking at some quotes from him on this.
What's he saying?
This podcast.
Yeah, what's he
Sorry,
saying?
I was going to interrupt with that. So this is apparently a quote from him about him continuing to play. I could average 10 points in this league for a long time, like a long time, 65 or something like that. I don't get fouls called for me anymore, though. So I would say 3 layups and 4 free throws, but they don't call fouls for me. So if I get 2 out of 3 layups, a half, that's 12 points right there.
I believe every word of that.
Okay.
You don't think he could?
Yeah, I do, but
I think LeBron could do
he's
that.
crying about fouls even on this podcast.
I know. That's pretty funny.
Are you kidding me?
But based on the contract we just saw, if he gets 10 points a game, he's getting $64 million like Gary Trent Jr.
Yeah, maybe that's why you said it. It's a good point. So here's how it apparently went. Tyrese Halliburton asked LeBron if he had a decision for everyone to announce. We just talked about this in the back. Okay, I'll leave it alone, said Halliburton, and then they just moved on. So he was never going to do it, I don't think.
If you're going to let the world know you're going to talk.
But FanFest is a huge event.
But FanFest, like, guess what fans turned up today to hear?
Yep.
An announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I wouldn't be dumb enough to think he would make it at a FanFest, but he hasn't spoken really in a while.
Right. No, it's true. He has kind of laid low. Rich Paul's doing all the talking, though, which also annoys the hell out of me.
It is a little embarrassing for a guy of LeBron's resume to have, like, to be politicking. Like, there's clearly one offer he wants that he's not getting.
Yeah.
And that's kind of embarrassing if you're LeBron.
And I think he's making teams think he's all in. I want to play a clip from Wendy before we move off this. But to me, that's the biggest question. Does he want to go back to one of the places he's already won, or does he? Because to me, his legacy would grow if he brings a championship to a fourth city. Like if he joins Minnesota.
Oh, he would 100%.
Who I think is
100%.
the best fit for him, but we'll see, right? Because they got a stack back.
But bringing 2 titles to Cleveland for a city that has been like a whale's rectum forever in terms of winning would be the craziest thing in sports, in North American sports I've ever seen. Like that's quite something.
That's fair. So Windhorse was on First Take this morning, and they brought up to him. He seemed like he was annoyed by the Steve Kerr.
Oh, yeah,
we got him.
So they played the clip we just played you of Steve Kerr saying, "Yeah, we got him," and Brian Windhorst, just the disgust in his voice in this. Azzo played me this. This was what?
It's like he's taking his job or something. I don't know.
This was well worth it.
Hey, area, they already got him, says Steve Kerr. Go ahead and put it on Twitter. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm sure that's the way the news is going to come out. Steve Kerr to stoplight. That's I put it down. Let's all be out there on opening night. Why not, Perk? I'll see you there. Can't wait. I do not expect LeBron to announce where he's going today. I could be wrong. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. Everyone's afraid of saying they don't know. I'm not afraid of saying I don't know. But I have a lot that I want to hear from LeBron today. And what I'm hoping is that I'll be able to better answer this question, Shay, after he has this discussion. Because what I don't understand, and it's very hard to handicap what LeBron might do, and I think the teams, I was in Vegas all week, and teams were coming up to me, teams that are in the LeBron sweepstakes, saying, what do you think he's going to do? They don't know. I promise you, for the most part, they don't know. And I think one of the things is because we don't know what LeBron wants. We know that he wants happiness, but it hasn't been defined. And so there's a certain level of happiness that playing alongside Steph Curry and Draymond Green absolutely delivers.
Like,
I'm telling you, there's one offer. I don't know if it's Miami. I don't know if it's Cleveland.
But he doesn't want to even let the teams know who are courting him.
I mean,
he's
I think the teams know than is being led on. Okay. They know more than is being led on. If I'm thinking, it could also be the Knicks, but I don't think LeBron would do that.
Yeah,
there's one offer out there outstanding, and he is waiting.
But waiting on what
on
do
the
you
offer.
He's waiting? Oh.
He's waiting on a city that right now doesn't want him as much as he wants the city.
Or maybe trying to open more. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't.
As
get
a
that.
the salary cap, like the people's off-season business is done.
Done. It should be. That's why
like
it
it's
should
done.
be.
Like the fact that he's waiting, Like, if it's a money thing,
But to your
he's
point,
going to be waiting a while.
The offer should be on the table for him. It's his decision at this point.
Well, no, it isn't, because everyone's got a salary cap and everyone's got like other players and everyone's got situated. Like the days, see, here's what's going on here. Thank you for bringing this up. LeBron, for the first time in his life, is realizing the offseason doesn't revolve around him.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
So when you've been used to that your entire life, and all of a sudden, like you've been reduced to a fan fest to make some weird announcement, and then you go fake, psych. Seems like a bit of a fall from grace, doesn't it?
It does. But like, you think he's even pissed? Like, these are scandals that are running the offseason. It's not other guys over.
Listen, you're not 29 anymore.
Yeah.
You're not 29 anymore. If LeBron and Rich Paul, clearly they were expecting the type of fever pitch courting of LeBron that we've been used to our entire lives. That is not happening. Teams are interested.
No.
But I think there are fit issues that maybe LeBron wasn't expecting, and there are salary issues LeBron wasn't expecting.
The salary thing I could see. But how do you get out of it at this point? To your point, pretty much rosters and Wendy in that clip, the part I cut off on that clip is he says he thinks LeBron's a fit anywhere he goes. Like he's going to contribute.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't totally agree with that.
I think, but also like if you're Rich Paul, you also can't be in a world where like you're LeBron James, who you've known forever and have only known being a number one trend online all the time when the scenarios come up. You can't sign for like less than Gary Trent Jr. Like this, it has to look a certain way for LeBron. And I don't think it's looking that way for LeBron. Now, I think the easy call is for less money, you go back to Cleveland. You're the good hometown guy. How about a second title for Cleveland?
Yeah.
Now, then you got to figure out who gets the ball between Harden and LeBron and Donovan Mitchell. And Owen. But I just think things are getting weird with LeBron for that reason.
That's fair. I was trying to look. There was an ESPN show yesterday debating how quiet Steph's been or how he's kind of disappeared, which we haven't seen.
Well, he did make the comments. I think it was at the Lake Tahoe golf thing.
Yeah.
He said, he's made his pitch. Like, Steph is clearly interested in the business of LeBron James.
Okay.
I think. And Draymond Green, what has Draymond been saying on his pod? Is he like
he's been saying a lot that he's been golfing with him.
Okay, so so Draymond is all in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this ESPN show, excuse me, was debating how in they think Steph is on this. That's the show Mark Spears was on. I was trying to find out the name and I couldn't. Because they're like, he's been rather quiet than he usually is in the offseason, Steph too. And how he's been acting different since word came out that LeBron might go to.
What do you mean different though?
I don't know. That's I didn't get a chance. Like I'm not sure what they were hinting at, but it seemed to be like he's not as open or as out there as he usually is in the offseason.
Really?
Okay. About the team and the direction and everything.
Make a relax in the chat. We're going back a few minutes here. He goes, wait, whales have a rectum?
Science.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I went in blindly on that one. I don't know. I should have done the research first.
Yeah, I mean,
Christopher in the chat. Too many mouths to feed.
Don't Google that, by the
no,
way.
don't.
You might get in trouble.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't know. Too many mouths to feed in Cleveland. There's a lot there.
But Golden State kind of has to go for it, in my estimation, because they've traded away so much. Like once Steph's done, they're like bottoming out for a while.
Dan Runo in the chat. I hear Raptors 905 could use LeBron.
He might get calls in the G League.
Let's go.
I can't believe he's complaining even on this podcast about getting calls. That's embarrassing.
I'm just saying, if this goes another 2 weeks, it's going to look old man sad.
Yeah.
It's going to look old guy at the club sad. And I didn't think we'd get here.
And we've been like 2 weeks. People are expecting it, and now it's.
I think LeBron's been expecting it.
Really?
Can we do one more thing before we go here?
Yeah, of course.
Doug Smith's latest column for the Toronto Star.
Definitely a good time to do this.
I'm just going to read you the first couple of paragraphs here. According to a source close to the beloved former Toronto All-Star DeMar DeRozan, DeRozan would welcome a Raptors return, quote, if everything works out, end quote. While other sources, also granted anonymity in order to speak freely, say the Raptors front office has been thinking about the possibility for some time. The potential role may be the biggest hurdle. DeRozan would be a backup for the first time in Toronto. And while people who know him have been working on him to accept it, it would be a major career shift. Raptors, free advice. Walk away from Kawhi. Bring in DeMar. Promise him 30 starts a year. Rest off the bench. Move forward. I think that's the better move.
I don't mind that.
I think that's the better move. There's less uncertainty in it. You
you
know
see-
exactly what you're getting in DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, it's fair.
If Doug is correct and DeMar's open to it,
And
it's low level. It's
Doug's
low.
source might be DeMar.
Well, and it might be DeMar.
Right? Like, Doug is very close. with
Even
DeMar.
more, exactly. Even more reason to believe Doug Smith.
Well, if RJ's starting, you could come off the bench and follow him. Because I told you the reports I saw where they're trying to unload RJ to bring in DeMar because they feel like they can get similar production from the two of them.
Yeah, I'm not comfortable with that. I have to be honest.
With Kawhi. Like, that's
I'm not
given
comfortable
if
with
they
that.
get Kawhi.
Right.
Right?
I'd rather have RJ.
Yeah, no,
For a lot of
I'm
reasons.
with you with that. If the Kawhi thing doesn't work out, like that's given that they have Kawhi.
Right.
Because even RJ takes a bump on that a little bit down too, right? If they have Kawhi's with
No,
the
it's true.
team.
It's true. Okay. I think we're done.
Yeah, well, it's after.
We might as well pull some of this LeBron for tomorrow. This looks like it's hilarious. What's going on here? A little sad, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, right?
It's a little.
Well, again,
It's a
because
little sad, but
if you address it off the top, you're not making an announcement, which everybody was looking forward to, because people do make big announcements at FanFest. They have in the past. FanFest is huge in New York. Anyway, and then like, what are people waiting to hear? What do you talk to them about? How long you can play in the league? Like, can't talk about teams. I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, Azzo, do me a favor. When is Brady Kachuk going back to Ottawa this year? Just one more NHL schedule question. I want to know this.
I gotta find it.
I want to know this. If someone in the chat has the date.
October 21st looks like. Yep, Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday?
It's a Wednesday.
Oh, that's a Sportsnet.
No?
Hold on. Does Sportsnet have Wednesday? No.
I don't think they do this year.
But that's
I'm
not
not
official yet, right? In terms of who has Wednesday night hockey?
It might be a TS
Woo!
game. Yeah, it's not official.
Oh, that's
yet.
right. That could be up in the air.
I heard. Yeah, it might be switching though. I think Sportsnet's taking another.
October 21st. Brady
October
Kachuk's
21st.
return to Ottawa.
Confirmed. Yep.
That overrated snake. Brady Kachuk.
Remember, he said it was going
Love
to be
it.
early in the season. That is
Love
pretty
it.
early in the season.
Sens fans, don't Marner this. You'll regret it. Believe me. You'll regret it. Have some pride in your market. Have pride in your market. No video, nothing. Don't do what the Leafs did with Marner. That was a joke. Be better. Don't get stupid. But let him know you're there. Don't bring a sign that says, I love you, Brady, in the pregame warm. I love you, Brady.
Nobody.
Up against the glass.
Do they?
Like some 8-year-old. Get out of here. Don't do that. Be better.
I'm with you.
Okay. Anything else, Hazo? I think we're done.
Hit like and subscribe, folks.
All right.
Please.
Our apologies. We wanted to get to Anthony Santander, but we ran out of time.
We don't care.
On behalf of Jeff Azzopardi and everyone here at Sick Media, I'm Sid. You've been watching and listening to the Sid Seixeiro Show, powered by Sick Media. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be careful with the air if you're in Southern Ontario. Watch how you breathe. We'll see what tomorrow brings. Take care. We'll talk soon.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sid Seixeiro Show on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook, and wherever you get your podcasts.